Hey, Guoba here. Today I'm going to be checking out the many big changes that Neverness to Everness has received. It is an upcoming supernatural RPG with tons of open world fun and chaos, and its CBT2 has recently begun. Lots of exciting new stuff is coming, so be sure to pre-register for the game using my link below. And it will be able to be played on PC, iOS, Android, and PS5, with the game's full release set to be on track for sometime during 2026. Now this video is sponsored by NTE, but I'm mostly going to be showing you around all the new features and stuff you might enjoy, so let's check them out. First off, if you don't know, Neverness to Everness is a supernatural open-world gacha RPG. This open world is set in the city of Hethro, and you're part of a team that hunts anomalies and investigates supernatural occurrences happening in the city.
Since it's the camera causing trouble, let's split up and check. I'll go this way.
To contrast the mysterious and psychological horror elements in the story, we also have a very comedic and upbeat cast of characters. You can see in these cutscenes just how lively they can get.
I'm sorry, Mr. Adler.
You can explore Hethro through climbing like an assassin on city walls. I don't know how this is legal. You can also glide around from a great height, but most importantly, you can drive around the city like a complete maniac. Or you can drive around like a sane person and enjoy the beautiful city views. There are activities you can do that make the city feel like it's thriving, like of course stealing cars and escaping the police. But actually, you can play in arcades, make deliveries, race with NPCs, or even your friends online. The city has day and night time as well as weather systems, and the time will matter for certain things. As for the combat in this game, it's a 4-character team system with elemental reactions, quick swap abilities, perfect dodging. You've probably played stuff with similar systems, but it has differences that feel good and fluid, and with some new improvements and more characters, it feels better than my previous experience.
Got it. What a puzzle.
With the new CBT and of course release, not only will more regions be able to play, but again, PC, iOS, Android, and PS5 can all experience Neverness to Everness. So what new stuff is coming over to NTE that you might want to try out? Well, for me at least, one thing was them finally adding Daffodil as a playable character. She is a burst DPS with a gorgeous ultimate and satisfying slashing abilities. But along with her, NTE also added GU1. Despite her cool hat and elegant outfit, she actually goes kinda crazy in combat with grouping and lots of pew-pewing with her guns. Lots of dashes too, she's pretty fun. Edgar was added as a low-rarity healer for those that needed little sustaining help. I don't really like him, but he's probably useful. And Haniel is a low-rarity damage-boosting support. I used her a lot to help my main carry, and I feel like she's going to be that cheaper unit that never leaves the meta. The character design in this game is very poppy, sometimes too much for me, but characters like Adler, Daffodil, and Baikang make me happy again. You can really spot the standard user in this game though. I also do hope they add more A ranks, as currently the roster is quite skewed to S ranks, but it is still in beta, so maybe it's not intended for the actual launch. And you can put these new characters to good use, as they've introduced giant team-based dungeons this beta test. There should be lots of different combat modes to try out your skills and team combinations in. But you can't go killing anomalies in any old fit, and so character outfits are another new system that they introduced. Now we can drip out our main character right from the get-go and make them look like many things, like a convict. And hey, if you don't vibe with the main design of a character, it seems NTE is committed to releasing a bunch of cool skins, and at least you can completely change how they look with some of these and make them look like they're stuck in Halloween the whole year. Now characters aren't just only for style and combat, they also appear in the story of course, but they've newly added both character invitations and random encounters. You'll be able to invite characters over to your house and interact with them, drive around with them even, or ride together on a motorcycle, just don't crash. And whilst roaming around town, you may see them around here and there. For example, I met Daffodil whilst being Daffodil herself, which I'm sure was pretty freaky for her, and then I proceeded to showcase my amazing charisma in dialogue with her and regret the photo I took in the earlier quest. To make the city even livelier, NPCs actually respond to you attacking them now, no more staring at you as you unleash your chain of abilities. They can run away, fight back, or call the police, which is less cool. And hey, you can even take their cash. And then there are so many more activities you can experience. There's the City Tycoon system where you can manage properties and businesses. There is a whole fishing system added with an entire database of fish to collect. So if you ever want to just vibe and enjoy a nice calm time after a stressful day, go fish a bit. You can take part in totally legal races with NPCs as said earlier, but I cannot wait to race my friends in this when the beta endgame releases. Of course, I'm gonna have to get a better car than what these guys have, and luckily they added a bunch of new vehicles, and they also made them interact with the environment more realistically than the last version, so driving feels much cooler now. You can also deliver goods with the delivery system. It's a bit of a chore, but it earns cash. You can play mahjong in the arcade. Why not go swimming? You can even get arrested and end up in prison if you really want to experience that kind of lifestyle. And now I gotta try to escape. And so you can just get up to a whole ton of cool things in this game. It kinda has something for everyone. Chaotic driving and combat for people wanting some thrills. Chill driving and fishing for those that want to relax. You don't have to just do quests all the time, and it takes the focus away from having to pull characters. I think after more optimization, quality of life, and bug fixes, this game should be in a pretty decent place, and it's not even finished with the beta tests. So if you're excited about any part of this game, let me know below, and be sure to pre-register for the game's official release this year with my link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a Guoba day.